there, right? But I don't want people as operators know or to be complacent about this. You know, I jokingly kind of call this a little bit not a get out the vote, but in honor of the Goya Food Company, what happened there, I call them the get off your ass vote, which I may use those words.
That's all right.
But that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, Mike, right? You can't have people be complacent, right? This is really going to turn out, and it is going to be a close election, doesn't it wrong here, right?
Well, it may be. It may not. It won't be close if we don't let it be close. And that's why,
well, that's true.
You know what I mean? Alfredo Ortiz is with us. He's the president and CEO of Job Creators Network. I've got a bunch of people texting me right now. We're going to also be sure to send out a link through our MyPillow text line at 800-655-MIKE. So hang on that. But right now you can go to 10420. And it's important that you know it's the number 10, FOR, the number 20.com. 10420.com. And Alfredo, to me, the beauty is in the simplicity of it all, right?
Yeah, it really is, you know, and quite frankly, like I said, you know, the liberal media is trying to position the ticket as the smarter ticket. Like, we know it's not. Look at what it plans to do. I mean, first of all, look what Kamala, the new Green Deal, $93 trillion idea. I mean, ridiculous, right? In terms of new taxes, $4 trillion in new taxes, you know, to cover some of this crazy spending.
Damn it!
I mean, it is so clear what they plan to do. I've never actually thought or seen a campaign where, you know, Biden's new phrase, Mike, should we read my lips? All new taxes.
All new taxes all the time. Of course, they've never met a tax increase they didn't love. Alfredo, 3 steps. And again,
damn them.
10420.com, the number 10, FOR20.com, 10420.com. 3 things. You sign the pledge to pledge to get 10 people to the polls with you. Number 2,
yeah, whatever. Well, alrighty then. So here we are, traveling, trucking, rolling, driving, on the way up to Troutdale, Oregon again. Yes, sir. I'm gonna start this one over. Yep. See ya.
That you are the presence of Jesus here with us.
I hope God touches your heart right now and you'll help us get as many children fed as possible. Please go to MikeOnline.com and click on the Emergency Food Relief banner at the top of the page. Or you can just phone in your donation, 844-860-HOPE, 844-860-4673. It feels so good to do for others. Do some good right now in this tumultuous time.
That's right, Raj.
Christian ministry that I'm so proud to be a part of. Food for the poor. Food for the poor.
You're such a good guy, Rush.
Hewitt is clobbering me, and I'll
Rush
never hear the
Limbaugh
end
is
of
so
it.
great.
Hewitt's audience is stepping up. Now it's your turn. Come on, go to MikeOnline.com or call 844-860-HOPE.
Rush Limbaugh is just a wonderful man.
Together. Oh yeah, Hewitt's going to be incorrigible. Fortunately, I've got another fellow talk show host, Ray Richardson. Not quite as bombastic as good old Professor Hewitt. Wait till you hear the story about John Kasich. That and a whole lot more all coming up here on the Mike Gallagher Show.
Good job, Rush. Rush Limbaugh is great.
Let's talk about feeling run down. Let me give you a minute to tell you how you can get enough fruits and vegetables in your system to meet the daily allotment that your doctor wants. Because I'll bet you, you're not eating enough fruits or vegetables.
I eat my apples every day, Rush.
Now I am, because of Balance of Nature. This is one of those great stories where I chase them down. Tell my audience about my experience with Balance of Nature. It's time to try Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in capsule form. That's all it is. Balance of Nature is just fruits and it's just natural food in a vegetarian capsule.
In a capsule?
Thousands of vital nutrients from 100% whole
That
food
sounds
plants,
great,
fruits, and
Raj.
veggies. If you forget to take your dose one day, you double up the next day. It's just fruits and vegetables. Right now, you can get 35% off and free shipping.
Oh
with
my
any
God.
order of your fruits and veggies.
I can
from
save
Valley Nature. Start
money.
your journey with me today. Call 800-246-8751. 800-246-8751.
That's great,
Be sure to
right?
use the promo code Mike G.
Oh, I don't know. That guy, this guy, Mike Gallagher, doesn't he sound just like Rush Limbaugh? I mean, the voice, his voice, and the way he speaks even sounds just like Rush Limbaugh. I swear, it's like, I don't know, they're riding the coattails a little bit there, Mike Gallagher. Yes, sir. So, anyhow, so what do we got going on today? Let's see here. Today is Tuesday, August 18th. Happy birthday, big brother. I know you'll probably not see this, but happy birthday to you anyways. The time is 7:58 in the a.m. Current temperature 79 degrees, and I am currently traveling through, let's see, oh, whoops, go back, damn it. Where am I now? I'm nearby. Let's see, looks like I'm in Dunnigan, California, en route to Troutdale, Oregon. Yes, sir, I'm heading back to Oregon. I'm heading back to Troutdale. Just picked up a Amazon load back down in Sacramento. I bobtailed out to Stockton yesterday. Picked up a empty trailer over in Vacaville. You know, so well, let me back up. I bobtailed out to Vacaville, picked up an empty trailer, and brought that on over to Stockton, California. Delivered it, and then bobtailed on over to French Camp, where the boss and I did a couple of maintenance items on the truck. We swapped out the leaky coolant tank, coolant reservoir, put in a new belt tensioner that was squeaking pretty bad, and let's see here. Did we do anything else? No, I guess we didn't do anything else. That was two things we did, and boy, that coolant tank reservoir was a real bugger because it only has 4 bolts, you know, and then a few hoses running to it, but a couple of the bolts in the top, the way Freightliner designed this thing, you know, they're always thinking about, keeping everything as light as possible. You know, I mean, that's where aluminum came into the motor industry to try and get rid of some of the excessive weight. So they use this plastic shroud that's basically a component, of the radiator, and have these bolts for the coolant reservoir attached to this plastic shroud that covers the radiator. And the way that they do it is they put these metal insert sleeves that are threaded for the bolts, to receive the bolts that hold the coolant tank. And it's it's plastic, so over time the bolts get a little corroded, and when you go to loosen them, the little metal inserts, the little sleeves with the threads, it's just, they're inserted into plastic, so they strip out and all this kind of stuff. So it was a real bugger getting those things out, and we ended up yanking the sleeves out and then putting some of this super strong JB Weld epoxy glue in there, and reinserting the sleeves. And anyhow, long story short, it took us about 6 or 7 hours, something that should have took half an hour, about 6 or 7 hours, between the two, between the coolant tank and the belt tensioner. And we did it in about 101 degree heat out there in French Camp yesterday. So yeah, it wasn't that great of a time, honestly. Would have been nice if we had been able to pull pick up the load in Sacramento, and so I did that, went and hooked it up, and am now currently en route, like I said, to Troutdale, Oregon. I have, let's see here, straight driving, I have about, well, Garmin's telling me it's about an 8.5 hour drive, but that's considering it being a regular automobile that can do the speed limits. And so in all actuality, I got about a 10.5 hour drive ahead of me. Distance to my destination is 557 miles to Troutdale, and I should be arriving this evening at about 18:30, which would be 6:30 p.m. So anyhow, that's what's going on. One thing that's going to be nice is I will be heading through some mountains once I cross the state line into Oregon. When I was traveling home on whatever that was, Thursday, I was driving through it in in the dark at nighttime, and I know it was just some really, really pretty terrain out there through those mountains. So the bonus here is I'll be heading back up that way during the daytime, and I'll be able to get some video of it for y'all. So that's kind of cool. The thing that isn't kind of cool today is looking around me, and especially I was going through Woodland about 20 minutes ago, and boy, the smoke is just thick from these fires going on here. I don't even know what fire it is that that I'm driving through. It's smoke right now, but it's pretty thick. I mean, I'll give you a good kind of side view look, but if you can see all that haze, that's smoke. That's not fog. That is smoke, folks. And off to the left here, you can see those mountain ranges right there are all just thick with smoke. Let's see here. So I don't know if that's showing you as well as I can see it, but I mean, it's I can smell it too, so that's kind of a bummer. I mean, it seems to be the California norm every time this year. Okay, here we go, let's whip out a bunch of fires, and then with the high heats and all that, it just doesn't help. So anyhow, it is what it is, and we'll work our way through it. So anyhow, just figured I'd do a quick check-in, and I'll be probably saving the memory on my phone here, and saving it for some more beatific terrain that I will